Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Tonight's presentation is going to be a little off topic, more of a supplemental than an actual Mr. Angry Pants presentation. I thought I'd bring a topic that was a little off the beaten path to your attention. The subject tonight is going to be on doppelgangers that have appeared in history. One of these is George Washington, who in 1908 invented instant coffee. Not that George Washington, this George Washington, born in Belgium. In 1908, he came to the United States and started a coffee company and was the first to invent instant coffee. His father was originally from England, and he moved to Belgium, where he married a Belgian woman, giving birth to the second George Washington. The second doppelganger, historically, would be Winston Churchill. Before the British Prime Minister came to prominence in the early part of the 20th century, there was an American author also named Winston Churchill. He'd hit the bestseller list numerous times. His fame was such that when the second Winston Churchill, the one that we know, came to prominence and tried to become a writer, he had to publish as Winston S. Churchill. Here's the first Winston Churchill, the American one. The third doppelganger that I found that interested me was none other than Charles Lindbergh, Lucky Lindy, the famous aviator who crossed the Atlantic from the United States in the spirit of St. Louis, landing in Paris and achieving great fame and stardom. Oddly, his father was an immigrant from Scandinavia, and his father was unfortunately illegitimate. His father's real surname should have been Manson, Manson, meaning that if Charles Lindbergh had his real name, he'd be Charles Manson. And the fourth doppelganger, and the one that I found the most fascinating of all, is that of Adolf Hitler. Not the German tyrant from World War II, but a Jew whose grave is found in Romania. Here's the grave with the Hebrew letters. Note that the spelling is Hitler, Hittler. This Adolf Hitler died in 1891. Far before the dictator became famous and rose to prominence, first in Austria and then in Germany, where he became the chancellor and then the tyrant. And it just occurred to me how strange that is, that there was an Adolf Hitler, and that for a brief time period during Hitler's youth, these two men could have met. They were only separated by a couple hundred miles, Hitler being in Linz, the one that we know, and the Jewish Hitler being in Romania. And, the first Adolf Hitler lived his whole life without any sense of irony, without any sense of, what was to come, what his name was to be associated with, unfortunately. The name Hitler, by the way, just an etymology, I looked into it. It's Hitler, Hutler, and it's thought to be related to one who dwells in a hut or one who builds a hut. And a second possible etymology is Hiedl, so Hiedler. And that is Hiedl. So a Hiedl is a small brook or a river. So a Hiedler would be someone who lived by a brook or a stream. So neither man was related to the other, but they just had an unfortunate name similarity. So that is the special Mr. Angry Pants supplement that I'm leaving you with today. And I hope you, if you find any more, let me know, and you can leave it in the comments. But as for now, I'm signing out. You're Mr. Angry Pants.